Professor A. Vidyadhar Reddy, Assistant Director GSIB, Professor R. Venkat.
Colleague Dr. Venkataya will provide an overview of this today's program and about the conference objectives and other things. So hence I wish you all these 2 days we have an informative and interesting sessions during these 2 days. Thanking you.
International business and international banking and finance. And we thought to go for this time as part of quality management with a theme like strategic quality management, where we have selected only a few of the topics like you might have seen, like the topics like quality in manufacturing sector, quality in service sector, quality in education sector, right? Total quality management and Six Sigma. Also some of the strategic issues, quality issues, right? And just I'll give you the brief about the theme of the conference, how it is being actually designed and accordingly how we have proceeded, right? As we know, currently the competitive business environment is coupled with an uncertain economic scenario and rapidly changing technologies have resulted in modern organizations realizing the need for quicker and faster innovations, improved quality of service, and providing greater customer satisfaction. The strategic impact of quality is so far reaching the companies which do not accept quality as a measure against which all corporate efforts are gauged will not be well positioned in the marketplace of the future. Strategic quality management extends beyond competitive advantage through functional excellence. In order to sustain in the long run, let us hope for the best, and I wish good luck, and I wish good luck to all the presenters and enjoy the conference. Thank you. Thank you once again.
A service quality, whatever it is. Very, very difficult. Therefore, provider must give the dimensions of the quality. Then we will examine whether he is going to conform with the dimensions he had mentioned. That is most important. But I have been discussing about the process. It should be process embedded rather than the product embedded. People do not want to see the outward quality of any outward manifestation of any product. Banganpalli mangoes are very, very, very beautiful to see it, colorful. Tomorrow people come out with the Eastman color Banganpalli mangoes. We have been seeing only one color because demands are like that. But when you eat, no, you will really know the music of the sweetness of that Banganpalli today. How bad it is. No sweetness, only sourness. If sweetness is defined by the supplier, the entire Banganpalli are rejected. Please remember. Therefore, the quality must be embedded in the process, then consistency, reliability will be maintained rather than the product. We expect no doubt quality in the product, but when it is embedded in the system, in the process, the manufacturing process, in the operations, at every stage the quality is taken care of. Therefore, we being individuals, we must also embed our quality consciousness, quality parameters in our mind rather than speech. You tell me what is happening in India. India is really true of non-quality only. Where is the quality, you tell me? You may call me, sir, you are looking at only the negative side of this life. Is it not? You look at anything. Transportation. How many people are happy with the transportation, public transportation? You have paid so much of money for it. They never reach the destination at right time. They never carry you in the right condition. Most of the back pains are caused by the transportation in India. Spondylitis and back pains. What kind of power car we are getting? Only darkness in the room. You see, what is wrong with us? Power tariff is going up, BP is rising up, prices are going up, and the quality of standards are going down. Where is the improvement? There is a lot of scope for research to reduce the power pilferage, power loss in the transmission. The loss itself is very, very significant, you know. How many of us have taken care, how many of us have done research to reduce the power loss? Tell me. If we look at the education system in India, how many colleges have come up? How many research papers are being published? How many books are being published every year? How many PhD degrees are turned out every year? How many patents we are getting? How many Nobel Prizes we are getting? How many research papers are published in the national and international journals like Harvard Business Review, Journal of Marketing, Journal of Finance, Journal of Strategy, or any other? Tell me. People take pride in associating themselves with IIMs and IITs. I am teacher of IIT. What is your publication worth in the journals like Harvard Business Review? How many papers have been published by anyone? What is our quality of research? What is the quality of analysis? What is the quality of our project reports in Hyderabad? Only it is turning out to be a AIDS syndrome. So many 400 colleges are there. 4,000, 5,000, 6,000 students are there. Every year, people have started opening a tailors. For 300 rupees, 250 rupees, CD is being given, a ready-made project. Where is the quality? Are we really conscious of quality at all? You tell me. The so-called heroine Sridevi, all of you know it. When her mother got operated, she was suffering from some tumor in the left side of the brain, and the right side of the brain was removed. What is the precision level? Where is the quality? So there is a need to understand. With this kind of quality, Where is that India moving forward? How we are going to compete with these global industries, global markets, with this kind of narrow view of quality, narrow view of standards. India was known for excellence. India was known for intellect. India was known for its business models. You know, all the roads of world have led to India only. Alexander wanted to grab this India. Napoleon, everybody, Columbus, whoever. Why? They have seen such a beautiful gold mine in India. The real gold mines were in South Africa, whereas they have seen the gold mines of intellect in India, the prosperity in India. Where have they gone? You look at the architecture. On April 19th, the Ramappa temple is celebrating 800 years birthday this year. You go and see the Ramappa temple, how beautiful it is carved. You can see your face still like in a Belgium glass. Glass industry is known, Belgium is known for glass industry, for its excellence. France is known for what? Huh? Pardon? Fashion.
Architecture.
Any other? You must have studied in your international trade theories. Wine. Like that we are feeling proud. Hyderabad is known for not anything, only for biryani. We are not feeling proud of education. We are not feeling proud of any patents, technology, excellence. We are feeling proud of biryani, kurbani. I don't know. We require excellence of standards. You tell me, Indian industry is ceasing to exist. Why? No innovation, no quality. The famous HMT company has ceased to exist. Why? HMT was enjoying the 95% of market share. World's #1 company. As a boy of intermediate, I could not get HMT Pilot watch in Hyderabad when I wanted to buy, which is an Indian company. You look at today, ceases to exist. Alvin ceases to exist. Everything. Why? We are not able to maintain that what you call continuous innovation, continuous maintenance of quality. That is the tragedy with us. You look at any companies, Samsung is still in vogue, Sony is still in vogue, Casio is still in vogue, Mercedes is still in vogue. Still they are leading companies for so many years. Are we finding fault with any Samsung product, Sony product? It has spread like anything. Because they know the art of innovation and art of maintaining the quality. Because they don't have anything to eat. What is there in Japan, you tell me? A group of islands with full of ocean, water and volcanoes. Do you find 1 inch of agriculture there? Any mine? Any natural resource? Therefore they are like pygmies. Not even with shatak of flesh inside. Thin person.